The future is here. Now, did anyone ever intend for these to be ridden in the snow?
We're gonna find out.
Here we
It's
go.
gonna be an Arctic cast today.
Here we go. We're getting yellow.
Red. That might be reverse. Yep.
We got reverse. Reverse on a dirt bike. You ever think you'd see a day when you see reverse on a dirt bike? Wow. This thing's unbelievable.
All right, this is 250F map. This goes a little more better.
Whoa! Yeah. Yeah. This isn't a Power Wheels.
All right, cinch up that jock strap, buddy.
Here we go. We got tight trails back here in the woods. Absolutely love it. This is how I grew up. I was lucky enough to have a little bit of land. I've learned from living elsewhere. Everywhere is not like this. Sometimes you gotta drive 2 hours to go riding, but here we go, guys. Never been on an electric bike before, so whew, wish me luck. Wish me luck.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's crazy to think where we're going too. That I almost, it reminds me of when the 4-strokes came out and pushed the 2-strokes out. Is this going to be the same thing? Are we going to see the same type of movement with one of these?
All I know is you better be smooth with that throttle, on and off.
Thanks, Rick. Remember, it is the world's most powerful dirt bike.
Uh-oh. Little pushy.
Boy, Ray was right about being smooth on the throttle. I was really astounded at just how much power this bike had and how much fun it was and how quickly I was able to adapt. I really felt right at home. It felt a lot like my Kawasaki KX250, a completely different animal. It felt like a dirt bike. Here's what we're used to working with, the beloved 2002 KX250. Always gonna love the smell, the sound of the internal combustion engine. But for a lot of these new age kids, this might be their first bike. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm sold. I am absolutely sold. This is so much fun. Here we go.
Down 3.
All right, let me turn your GoPro on, stud. Hold on, hold on.
Where's it pointing? Woo, too fast.
Downshift it. This bike is a ton of fun. It's immediately competitive. It can go as quick as you need it to go. From D riders all the way up to A riders and pros, this thing is an absolute beast, and it is a contender. Let's check in with our resident riding coach. How's this going to change the skill set for the average rider?
I think it's going to be good for them, to be honest with you. Just because it is so adjustable. That's the biggest thing about it.
Which I think will give it a big advantage in the woods where you can't always use a ton of horsepower, especially in these conditions. You just bump it down. Stark Varg, you made a believer out of me. I go back to what the great Brian Deegan said. He said, at the end of the day, they got wheels and handlebars, they're motorcycles. I cannot believe how distinct, how different, how unique this motorcycle is, but how after a lap or two, it feels right at home.
Slick under there.
What a blast, what a blast, what a blast.
What's this in?
Fifth. It's fast. We're going to be respectful and only stay here for a couple minutes, but again, I had to prove this point. Is this going to be the norm?
Woo, baby!
And just as I suspected, nobody knows we're here. What do you think, man?
I'm gonna die.
What do you think? How many times did we worry about putting it at the park, though? No one even knows we're here.
I know, it's great.
Nobody knows we're here. This is... Wow. And when we were kids, we used to power walk or push them home from the park. I don't think the next generation will experience that.
Somebody's sneaking home on a Stark.
He is.
Okay.
Driveway's a little impassable. A little more ease with the throttle and no problem. The Stark can handle it. Clearly, this bike is gaining the respect of a whole lot of people.
I think the Stark is just an outstanding dirt bike. It so much power. The power to weight ratio is outstanding. It's, this is an 80 horsepower model. You're 260-ish pounds.
Like I said, the suspension really wasn't even set up for me yet, but the bike handled very well. I was very impressed. That was the first ride on it.
So what a fun day. And again, I want to know your comments down below. I know a lot of people have rejected electric out there, but I got to say, this thing has exceeded my expectations. Number one, I never expected to be this fast. I didn't think we were going to be ripping up the yard. And take a look at this mark right here. This is when my good buddy Ray, we thought we were in 17 horsepower. We were actually in 81 horsepower. So I apologize to the landscaping crew on that one. Tons of fun though. I will say, out on the road in Canada, when we were in Canada a few moments ago, when I grabbed a handful, front wheel comes right up. So I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time before we see the dual sport application where we see these things set up for the road as well, because it's just as fast as my buddy's KTM 500 dual sport that I just rode moments ago. The switching in between maps is ingenious. I think woods riders are really going to like that, because we often know, just like in drag racing, sometimes you have an abundance of power. You're spinning the wheel, it's too much. So you need to knock it down to a 250, even a 125 in muddy conditions, and hook up and go. I'm sold. I think it's a lot of fun. I never want to lose the gas engine, but I got to say, I am a true believer in the Stark Varg.
There you go.
So just to remind myself how much I love the sound and smell of a two-stroke, I had to break out my KX250. Here is me back in the summer, and it made me think of another advantage. This electric bike has no jetting changes. Quick sound test. 2002 KX250 two-stroke versus a brand new Stark Varg. First the two-stroke. That did sound. Oh no, I think we fouled a plug in this cold weather. That is to be expected. Well, I guarantee you, you're not gonna foul a plug on the Stark Varg. So let me know down below your thoughts. What is next? Will it go the way of the Harley Livewire and drift away? Will it be like the four-stroke and push an entire sector of gas bikes out? I don't think either. I think there is room for the Stark Varg. I think it'll be embraced. I think the technology will be accepted, especially by the next generation. And I think this motorcycle has the ability to carve out its place in the two-world world. After all, let's think of history. They said this machine was too extreme when it came out in 1972. They said this machine was too extreme in 1973. And many people in 1999 rejected this one and said, oh, no, 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 no. But what have we learned? All these motorcycles have important places in history, and I believe the Stark and the electric bikes that are coming are the next chapter, the next evolution. Don't worry, guys. Gas isn't going anywhere, but it may just be time to embrace these electric bikes. And oh yeah, we've already got a cycle drag viewer who's making a drag bike out of one. How cool is that? Let me know your thoughts down below, and make sure you hit subscribe, as we'll keep you updated with all things motorcycles. Let me know what you think about the electric Stark Varg.